Hi everyone, Jorgelina here. I am testing out the mic today because there is a lot of noise going on in my house. And if I don't get this or record it, it's just never going to happen. I really wanted to update you guys on my Coach bag. I did do a little bit of a short to show you what was going on there, but I just got all the stuff out. So let me grab that real quick. This is the bag that I'm talking about, my Coach Tabby soft. No, it's not the soft tabby, it's the chain tabby, but it is a type of soft tabby. You can see it at the top. And I am completely loving it. If you watch one of my videos earlier where I unboxed it, that unboxing was a complete fail. I will go ahead and link it in the description if you want to watch it. But I have now successfully used this bag for 9 days. I think I've been on it, and it's time to move on. I have switched out of this bag and into my Neverfull. So I want to kind of guide you through what that's looking like. So let me see what this is sounding like now without the mic and see if I can switch out of the mic so that I have both of my hands. Okay, so it would all depend if the video goes up, whether or not this is working. Again, there's a lot of noise going on, so I tested that little portion with the mic just to kind of test the difference for the future. It's a very inexpensive mic from Amazon, and I just want to make sure that it's working. I've used it in the past, but when I clip it to my clothes, just everything feels weird. It rubs against my hair, and then it creates this like static. So I wanted to check what happens when I'm holding onto it for like a more chatty video. But again, I'm home. Everyone is home. There's noise outside. So I want to make sure that I still record the video, or I'm just going to go back to not making videos. It has to work for me, right? At the end of the day, if I'm going to be sharing anything, it has to be during a time that works. I don't have any makeup on. I showered and I blow dried my hair, and I'm going to be going to bed and then getting ready in the morning to go to work. So it's nice and late here, which is why the light is a little bit bright, because it's all artificial. There's no light outside. So again, I'm just trying to get this done before bedtime routine comes around. So this bag, I am loving it. It's currently empty right now. I do have a couple of cons to talk about. Nothing that would keep me from like using it and enjoying it. If you can see, I already got a stain on it. But it does not have any scratches on it like when I picked it up. And anything that is going on with it now, I've put it myself out of love and squishing it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the cons that I have. One of them is this. When I grab it, I don't think it happened, but let me show you how the chain, if you want to use the chain, which I love the look, using it with the strap makes them get all weird, right? So it's a great look, and I do love the look, right? So it's a great look to have the chain. I really like how this looks. Unfortunately, though, I personally never know where to grab it from when it's just laying there and I'm going to go grab it. And therefore, it makes my chains and my straps go all funky. Because of that, sometimes it gets stuck. And like if you notice right there, it wasn't closed all the way. If it opens, it's really hard to get it. And I feel like to get it to like latch on. Right now it's empty, but I feel like I saw somebody do a review on it recently. I want to say it was Melissa. I'll tag her video if I find it, but I do think it was her. She has a beautiful, gorgeous baby blue one, and she was talking about that. And then mine does the same thing, definitely. So it doesn't quite line up nicely. You do have to like find the place for it to lock in place, but not a deal breaker because it's such a beautiful bag. I'm actually just switching out of it because I have to use my other bags, but I've really enjoyed carrying her despite that one con. The other con about it though is that sometimes the and of course it's not doing it now, but sometimes when you go and grab it, this gets hooked like that. Let me just kind of show you what it does. It gets hooked like this. So when you go pull it out, it just really unties it and it just kind of flings open and it's just bopping up and down. So again, it could be a little annoying, but maybe if you're more careful with your bags than I am. This is because usually when I'm going out, I'm in a hurry. And also I have a million charms on it, which probably isn't helping it, you know, when you have so many things hanging from one side. Like, look at how messy that is. So I'm going to go ahead and take those charms out. because I am going to be putting it away. Again, it is empty. I switched, oh, sorry, I moved the camera. I switched out of this bag and into my never full because this week I'm working in person a lot of the days and I need a bigger bag when I do that. And there's nothing better to me than my Neverfulls for that. So these are the charms that I had on it. My little witch Vivi, my Mary from Hocus Pocus, and my handmade charm. I made this one myself with my bubble bar kit. It says Jorgelina on it. Very, very on theme. I think I had showed these already when I wanted to originally switch into it and I didn't. So, right, this is even without the charm. I wanted to, oh, see, did you see how that, what that did there? What that did there? So here's the two chains, the two straps, not chains. Let me see if we'll do it again. So when this is hanging, right, like so, see how it hangs underneath the flap? So sometimes when you go grab it, it does that. And because sometimes this is full, it's heavier than it is right now, it'll hook onto it and it'll unbuckle. So those are my cons, but it's not something that's going to keep me from using the bag. It doesn't annoy me enough, but just something that I wanted to mention in case you are interested in this bag and it would be a deal breaker for you. But it fit absolutely everything that I need. I kind of want to show you everything that I fit in it. I am going to take the chain out though because I don't want it hanging and potentially messing with the bag while it's not in use. So I'm just going to put it right inside. And then I have the dust bag over on the side with the crossbody. I did not use the crossbody this time around. I strictly carried it shoulder. Look at that. See, I didn't do anything. And this is how it's hanging. Look at that. That's the annoying part. But again, you can just, as soon as you just mess with it a little bit, it does go to normal. So yeah, a little bit of an annoying thing right there. And I think it's because there's no give here, right? That's like that hardware is, there only has one way for it to swivel. I think that's why I get stuck. But again, I love the construction. I love the way that looks. I wouldn't really know what to change about it or how they would make that design so it doesn't do that. But I'm very happy with the bag itself. I think it's super fancy looking. I could totally see myself if I needed to dress it up to be able to do that. I just did it right now and it was fine. I don't know. Sometimes it hooks, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, that is my very quick, short and sweet update. Let me share with you what it is that I'm carrying right now, why I had to, oh my God, it's heavy, and why I had to switch into this one. This is what I'm using right now. These are the charms I chose this time. My little Vivi head, and then on the charm I hung my Jack and Lucy charm, so that I call it Jack and Sally, so that it hangs. Oh, now I'm all stuck as well. I want it to hang like this. So when I have it up, it's hanging like this, so you can still see these two hanging below it, and you can still see Vivi's face. So that's what I'm using right now, my bag of the day. And when I'm at work, look at everything I got in there. Lots of things in here. Everything except the, let me go back in here. Everything except my notebook and this thing here was inside that bag. Everything else was in there. So a lot of stuff is in here. I had my Coach case that I've been on for a while. I showed you guys when I switched into that. This is what I'm using as a wallet right now. My Coach coin purse. I will be switching out of that soon because I've been using it now for a while. My pictures, my mirror from Kim. This is my little Cal State Fullerton charm that I bring sometimes with me during education week because we get extra credit for bringing him along. This was given to me on my first day of my master's. I am now near the end, finally, 2 years. It's nearly 2 years and I will be completely done. I have my very large car keys, my Band-Aids, my house keys in the pouch. And okay, this was not in there. This is my pencil case. This was made by Naomi out of canvas. She made it for me. It's seen better days, but that's because I don't really take, great care of it. It gets tossed around everywhere. I use it a bunch. This was in the bag. I'm like really digging in there. My little tiny wipes. These are little itty bitty ones, and I always have some with me. Not always that specific kind. That's like the new kind that I like. What else is in here? I have a marker. It's like a highlighter, and then my lip thing that I've been using lately. And that's it. But all of that was on that bag. It's very heavy now because my notebook is pretty gnarly. Yeah, so I'm doing observations this week, which is why I'm in person. But that is it. That was a super quick, less than 15 minutes. I think right now I'm like at 9, but I did that other little piece earlier. So I'll probably chopping up a little bits in pieces. But thank you for sticking with me if you really were curious about how that bag is working out. First impressions, I might do an update a couple months from now as I continue to use it. But to me, it's great. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. I'm happy that I didn't stick to the one that gave me those icky feelings because I was so excited about the bag. So I'm glad I took it back and got a replacement for it. That was exactly what I needed. Again, it's not about putting those like those creases and stuff on it. They don't bother me when I did it myself. But if I'm paying full price for a bag, I want it to be new when it comes to me, and then I can treat it however I treat it to get my money's worth out of it. So yeah, I hope that you found this video entertaining, and I am going to film a couple of them right now, so you'll have a few to watch. If you are interested, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.